Hello students, welcome to my channel. Let's learn science. In our today's session, we'll try to learn some of the steps of agricultural practices. And today's session is the part 2 of your lesson, crop production and management. So without delaying, let us start from the very first steps of agricultural practices. We have learned now in the last class various agricultural practices. The first one is preparation of soil. Preparation of soil. It is the very first steps in the agricultural practices, and it's very important. Preparation of soil refer to the processing of soil just before sowing the seeds in the prepared soil. It also includes the turning and loosening of the large lump of soil into fine soil particles. And soil is prepared before sowing the seeds in the field, as preparation of soil help the plant's root to penetrate inside the soil and for the healthy growth of roots, as well as roots can easily breathe, because when the soil particles are loosened, air can easily enter inside the soil. So when the roots of the plants will become healthy, then it enhances the high yield of the crop. That's why it is very important. Now let's see the process that is involved in the preparation of soil. Tilling or plowing. The process that is involved in the preparation of soil is tilling or plowing. Now question may come in your mind that what is tilling or plowing? It is nothing but the process of loosening and turning the soil. Understood? Let us see now how tilling or plowing is done. Tilling or plowing is done by using various agricultural equipments or implements, or in easier you can say some devices, agricultural devices. Let's see what are the devices that are used for the tilling or plowing. The first one that is used for tilling is, already you know the name of that particular device, plow. This is one of the device that is used for tilling in the preparation of soil. Plow is the device that is using from the ancient time itself. When the people learn how to practice the agricultural activities, from then till today, plow is using as a device for the preparation of soil. I have drawn here one figure for you to show you how does a plow look like, because some of you may not be seen. This figure is plow. The plow has two parts. How many parts? Two. First one is plow shaft, and second one is plow shed. First one is plow shaft and second one is plow shed. A plow look like this figure. This plow shaft is attached with a beam, and that beam is kept on the neck of a pair of animals. That might be a pair of bulls, a pair of camels, or a pair of horse. In different areas, different animals is used for plowing the agricultural field. And nowadays, rarely, in rare cases, in rare areas, if soil is prepared or tilling process is done by using a plow. It has been replaced. I am going to tell you that on just after a few minutes. Okay. And the second part is plow share. Plow share is made up of a iron blade that go through the field and cut the soil. Now question is that how does a plow work? When a plow shaft is kept on the neck of a pair of animals, a man make the animals to move ahead by holding over here. A man make the pairs of animals move ahead by taking along with plow, and that is how the plow cut through the soil. Understood? That means to make the plow functionable, what are the different things required? A pair of animals and a person. Is it clear? So in your book it is given. So in the exam question may ask, name the parts of a plow. Then you have to write these two, plow shaft and plow shaft. Okay. Next, let us proceed to the next device, that is cultivator. And nowadays it is used for the preparation of soil. Cultivator replace what plow. Plow has been replaced nowadays because of what? Cultivator. Cultivator is such type of device which is driven by a tractor. Driven by a tractor. Tractor you have seen no? Is very common. I hope all of you have seen. So a cultivator is driven by a tractor. In this device, what happens, within a short period of time, a large area of field can be prepared. As well as it also, reduce the labor. So it is one of the scientific device, as it is to save time and reduce the labor. That's why plow has been replaced by the cultivator. By what cultivator. Understood? Next, let us see hoe. In earlier days, this device is also used for the preparation of soil, for loosening of soil. But nowadays, this device used for removal of weeds from the agricultural field, for removing the weeds from the agricultural field. Now question is, how does it look like? It also look like somewhat that of what plow, but there is no that plow shaft is, this structure is absent. It is totally straight. Okay, and this portion is not there. And this one is used manually by men, and it has a broad iron blade that is to cut through the soil, and it is to loosen the soil. Last but not least, that is leveler. Leveler. On the agricultural field, soil is loosened. After that also what happens? Some big structure of soil is used to remain. The big structure of soils are called crams. Cram. So these crumbs are also to be break down, and it must be converted into fine soil particle. Otherwise, this crumb is used to create problem while irrigating the agricultural field, as well as while sowing the seeds in the prepared soil. So these crumbs are broken down or break down by using this device. By using what? This device, that is leveler. Understood? So this is how soil is prepared. For what? Sowing seeds. Now, there are some advantages. What do you know? There are some advantages for the preparation of soil. advantages of preparation of soil. First one, advantages. Of preparation of soil. Advantages of preparation of soil. Why soil is prepared before sowing the seeds? It's important because preparation of soil increases the water holding capacity of the soil, which is very important. Right amount of water in the soil is very important for the growth of the plants. Without right amount of water, plant cannot grow properly. Right. That means it increase the. It's given in your book. You can look from there. Just I will discuss the point so that while reading you do not get any kind of problem. Second one is what you know. It is to help in the aeration of soil. When the soil become loosened, then air easily enter inside the soil. So that helps for easy breathing of the roots of the plant. That is the second advantage. Alright. Third one, it helps different types of beneficial microbes. Like you have read in your earlier class, in class 7, you have got the name of one bacteria, no? Rhizobium. What is the purpose of that rhizobium bacteria? Which are used to found in the roots of the leguminous plants. That particular bacteria have the capacity to fix the atmospheric nitrogen into the nitrogenous compounds. As plant cannot use the free atmospheric nitrogen, so that rhizobium help the plants. They have to take the shelter in the roots of the legume plants. Instead of that, they help the plants to fix the atmospheric nitrogen into nitrogenous compound. So in that way, different type of beneficial microbes is used to live in the soil when the soil is used to prepared, when the soil particles become loosened. When the soil particles loosen, it also helps the earthworms to live in the soil. Already you know the meaning of that particular importance about earthworm for the farmer. They are also termed as the friend of farmer. Or you know that one meaning. I am not going in a broadcast to explanation of for the why earthworm is called a friend of farmer. Already you got this one in class, earlier classes. Next advantage is, when the soil is prepared, then it helps to mix the topsoil. There are some, animals, small organisms that used to live inside the soil. When soil is plowed, when it is loosened, that used to come on the top of the soil, and the topmost soil which contains humus that's go down. So like this way, it helps to mix up the soil, and that help to provide the right amount of nutrients to the plants. So due to all these advantages, it's very important to prepare the soil before sowing the seeds. Understood? Now let us proceed to the second steps of agricultural practices. What is that? What is that? In the last class you have learned. Yes? That is sowing. I have given you the simple meaning of each and every agricultural practices in the last class. So sowing means scattering or planting of seed in the prepared soil. Sowing means what? Planting of seed in the prepared soil. Planting the seeds into prepared soil. Now, question is that what are the different methods that are involved while sowing seeds? While sowing seeds. Let us see. There are 4 methods that are associated with sowing of seeds. The first one is methods of sowing of seeds. How many methods are associated? I told you 4. Number 1, broadcasting. Broadcasting is a such type of method in which the farmer is used to sow the seeds manually by using their hand. They used to sow the seed in the prepared soil by using their hand. Okay. But in this method, what happens, when the farmer sow the seeds by using their hand, then the seeds are not planted in the field in a uniform way. Somewhere there are more seeds planted, in somewhere there are less number of seeds planted. As a result of that, in some place in the agricultural, in some place there is crowd of plant. On the other hand, in some other place there is less number of plant. So this method of sowing seeds have this disadvantage. But in earlier days, this method is only applied while sowing the seeds in the prepared soil. Is it clear? Next one. Using traditional tool. Using traditional tools. What is it? It is also a method of sowing seeds. In this method, a funnel is used, and that funnel is connected with a narrow tube and connected with the plough. And seeds are kept in the funnel, and as it is connected with the plough, when the plough are moved ahead, cutting through the soil, the seeds are also deposited in the soil. This is how, using traditional tools, seeds are sown in the prepared soil. Third number is using seed drill. Using seed drill. This is the modern method of sowing seed. So which one is the modern method of sowing seed? Using seed drill. Seed drill is connected with the cultivator, tractor driven cultivator, and there is also funnel. Seeds are kept in the funnel, and when the tractor moved in the prepared soil through the funnel, through the narrow pipe, the seeds are deposited in the soil at appropriate distance and at a definite depth. Understood? That means if seed are sown by using the method of seed drill, then what happens? The seeds are sown at equal distance. For example, suppose if seed are sown by using seed drill, suppose if one seed is sown over here, another will be here, another will be here, another will be here, and the distance between two seeds is always equal. As well as when the seeds are sown by using seed drill, then the seeds are also deposited at a fixed depth in the soil. Suppose this seeds has been deposited at 5 centimeter inside the soil, then this one also 5 centimeter, this one also 5 centimeter, this one also 5 centimeter. For example, I have told. Understood? So that means while sowing the seed by using seed drill, equal distance is maintained as well as appropriate depth is maintained. That's why nowadays it is usually widely used this method of sowing seed, that is using seed drill. Last but not least, let's see what it is. It is transplanting. Transplanting. What is transplanting? Transplanting is a method in which seeds are sown in a nursery, and when the seeds germinate, what I have told you? Transplanting is a method in which seeds are sown in a nursery, and after that, once these seeds is to germinate, then that seeds are directly planted to the agricultural field in the prepared soil, and this whole process is called transplanting. What it is? Transplanting. Very important. As well as it is somewhat different, a little bit different method than what you know. This one, broadcasting using traditional tools and then using seed drill. This one is somewhat a little bit different. In this method, what I mean, already I have told you. First of all, what has been done? The seeds are sown in the nursery, and after that, they has been directly planted into the agricultural field. Understood? So these are the 4 methods that are associated with sowing of seeds in the prepared soil. So far we have discussed, how many steps of agricultural practices? 2. One is preparation of soil, and number 2 is sowing, that is sowing of seeds. I hope these 2 steps are clear. The further steps I will give you in my video part 3 of lesson crop production and management. If any doubts and queries arises in your mind, then please comment me in my comment section. And lastly, I would like to do a small request. If you like my video, then please subscribe it, press the bell icon and like it. Thank you. See you. Bye bye.